Breaking news. Welcome to today's news. Here is the headlines. Jubilation looms across Biafra as DSS shocks Nnamdi Kanu. And IPOB with good news. See what they announced that made IPOB happy. Jubilation looms across Biafra as DSS shocks Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB with good news. See what they announced that made IPOB happy. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news, and please do ensure you like, subscribe and share. Now the details. The Department of State Services, DSS, has recently made a significant decision to allow the personal doctor of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, to visit and examine him. This development, communicated by Kanu's special counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimako, signifies a breakthrough in a long-standing effort that began last year. Ejimako shared the positive news, expressing gratitude for the perseverance of Kanu's legal team. He emphasized the importance of this milestone, highlighting the challenges faced in ensuring Kanu's access to medical care from an independent practitioner. The involvement of a doctor personally selected by Kanu himself underscores the significance of this development in addressing his health concerns. In the past, Ejimako had criticized the DSS for their reluctance to grant Kanu access to independent medical care. During Kanu's recent court appearance, he expressed concerns about his health, specifically mentioning congestive cancer, and lamented the DSS lack of seriousness in addressing his medical condition. However, with the recent permission granted to Kanu's personal doctor, there is hope for improved medical attention and care for the IPOB leader. Furthermore, Ejimako took the opportunity to address another pressing issue: the release of over 300 Boko Haram suspects by the Nigerian army. He criticized the inconsistency in the government actions, juxtaposing the detention of Kanu, who advocate for a sovereign state, with the release of individuals associated with terrorism. This inconsistency raises questions about the government's priorities and its commitment to justice and security. Ejimako's statement underscores the importance of upholding principles of fairness and justice in dealing with individuals detained by security agencies. He emphasizes the need for consistency and accountability, particularly in cases involving national security and terrorism. The release of Boko Haram suspects, while individuals like Kanu are detained sends mixed signals and undermines public trust in the government's ability to uphold the rule of law. In conclusion, the recent development regarding Nnamdi Kanu's medical care and legal representation reflect both progress and ongoing challenges in Nigeria's justice system. While the decision to allow Kanu's personal doctor to examine him is a positive step forward, it also highlights broader concerns about the government's approach to national security and human rights. As citizens, it is essential to remain vigilant and advocate for transparency, accountability, and respect for the rule of law in all of the aspects of governance. To my dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news, and now before I go, I would start by talking about Nnamdi Kanu's health, which is something necessary that his doctor needs to see him every time, any day. But because of the situation on ground, we know it can't be attended to because of the detention and everything. So, but there should be a way whereby they would allow his doctors to see him concerning his health, and that is how they can make sure there will not be a war in this country. Because once these people realizes he's been treated